Hey Herons, Mr. DeShazer. We are going to do some reviewing today. So what you'll need that shirt ball. So hopefully you saw that in the support time to get that shirt ball. I'm still using mine. And then you'll also need some sort of shoe, right? A shoe or a paddle. If you have a racket of some sort, that'll be fine. But we're going to be contacting and striking with an implement. So we're going to do without an implement by tossing and hitting. We're going to also use a shoe. So with that shoe, you'll need some sort of a ball. Soft ball would work great. And then besides that, some sort of a door jamb, or a piece of paper. So I'm going to be trying to serve it above that door frame. You can see this one's here. Now notice the difference. If you want to go a little bit easier, you'll go with a smaller door frame. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go with a little bit higher. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you could tape a piece of paper up here and give yourself a smaller target. Okay, so let's do a little bit of review before we start serving. Remember, with the underhand serve, you want to hold the ball with your opposite hand, feet together, step with the opposite foot while you bring your arm back simultaneously. It should be straight back, and you're going to come straight forward and contact it with the palm of your hand. I like to curl my fingers here. Don't hit it like this. Okay, so again, here, straight back, straight forward, keeping your head down, and then you transfer your weight and you contact without tossing or lifting the ball. Okay, so let's just practice a couple of times. You can see my target is right here. I'm trying to go above the door frame without hitting the ceiling. We don't want to hit it too high. If you're hitting it too high, that might be a problem. So take a couple of practice shots here. Okay, now that you got a couple practices, we're going to go for the long distance serve. Before, we were just a few steps away and we had a shorter target just above our head. So we're going for a higher, longer distance. So I'm going to be here under the door frame, 5 big steps back. Okay, so you can still see me in the frame. And you guys are going to do 10 long distance high serves. And if you hit where you're going or above it without hitting the ceiling, that's 1. So it just looks like this. I'm here. Okay, there we go. I hit my target, so I'm 1 for 1. Okay, we're going to do this 10 times. I'll do it with you in class, but that's what we're going for. See, once you get your score, report it in the document. All right, so now that we worked on that underhand long distance, let's go back to the overhand. Remember, overhand serve, feet together. You're going to step, toss, and bring your arm back all at the same time. Hands should be open like this. Okay, and then from there, you're going to transfer your weight, contact the ball up high at 11 or 1 o'clock, and then your back foot follows you. Remember, you can also do this from a knee. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice our overhand serve. So coming up. Okay, now that one hit the ceiling. So again, I'm going to show you what it looks like from a knee. So this way I'm not going to have to worry about that. So top, okay, and hit it. Almost took out our light. So make sure we're doing a couple more. If the ball gets, really loosened up, you might want to ball it back up together and put some tape around it. It's going to be a lot easier, especially for the overhand, if you can make it more like a ball shape. So practice a couple more times. Okay, so now you can see I put a little more tape around it to make it more secure. Now let's do the 10 long distance serve test. So you're going to be serving. Last week we practiced serving into the basket. Today we're going to do it differently. So 5 steps away. Again, I'm 5 steps. My goal is to hit it and have it land, again, above that door frame. This is a hard version. If I wanted to go, again, a little bit easier, this other door frame is a little bit shorter. It gives me more room. So you guys, depending on your level. So I'm going to show you from the knee here. Again, toss it up. Okay, I'll count that because it was in line with the door frame. So do 10 of those, record your long distance score. All right, now we're going to do a little game. Okay, we're going to use that laundry basket. And this time we're going to put that laundry basket down on the floor underneath a door frame or underneath somewhere. Look, I'm standing, and that's a good foot above my head. So we want it, again, make sure you're challenging yourself. So the laundry basket's under that, and then we're going to back up a good 5 big steps. Okay, so here's how it works. Last time we did first person to get to 5 points, and you won that round. This time we're going to go for time. So I'm going to get my timer ready, and you have to serve alternating. Underhand, and then you're going to serve overhand. And the only way you get a point is not only if you get it over, but it has to go inside the basket as well. So you don't get a point if you hit it under and it lands in the basket. It has to be over the door frame and land in the basket. We'll see how it goes. It might be pretty hard. Okay, let me get my timer ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I hit it over, but it didn't land in the basket. Feel free to adjust the basket as well. So I'm going to adjust my basket here like that and see if I can get it to land. If you don't have a laundry basket, remember you could also use a hula hoop, some cords. You're supposed to alternate. Oh, that was so close. If it hits the laundry basket, you can also give yourself a point. Oh my gosh. There I go again, breaking stuff. Hopefully you guys don't do that. And hey, I got a point and time's up. So I went about 40 seconds, took out a light. Fortunately, there was no glass there. See how many points you guys got. All right, yeah, that one was pretty hard, wasn't it? It was hard to get points for that one. So let's do it this way. We're gonna go into breakout rooms and I'm also moving. I moved so I don't hit my light as you just noticed. You're going to play this way. If you serve it and it goes above your line, that's 1 point. And then if it lands in the basket, you get a bonus point for that. Okay, so you can get up to 2 points with each serve. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to land in the basket. It just has to hit the basket or hit the circle or the cord or whatever you've come up with. Okay, so you can see how I have mine here. And the rule is you have to underhand serve and then overhand serve it. So if I'm playing, it looks like this, and someone says go, right? That would be 1 point, but I didn't get the bonus point. And then I would switch it to overhand, and I'm going to drop to my knee. That's another point, but no bonus point. So I've gotten 2 points so far. I want you to play for 60 seconds in your group. We'll pick out who's going to be the time person, and then you guys will be good to go. So we'll play at least 2 rounds, fill in who won in the document as well. All right, now we're going to change gears. Hopefully you guys played a few rounds, and we're going to contact with an implement. So I have my basketball shoe here. It could be any type of shoe. It could probably be a sandal. Okay, and you'll see there's a lot of similarities between underhand serving and also underhand contacting or serving with an implement. So almost the same exact steps. Feet together, holding it with your opposite hand. You're going to step and bring your arm back at the same time. Firm wrist, and you're just going to contact it out of your hand. Now you can see I put some tape on the wall there about at my shoulder height. So make sure that's your goal, is to hit it over the shoulder height. So I'm going to be about 5 steps back, step forward. Okay, there you go. You can see it went over the tape. Okay, so again, step, keeping your head down. You want to contact it below the waist, and then you're going to swing your arm straight back, straight forward, and make sure you also do a little bit of a follow through. This would be kind of like a pickleball serve. I don't know if any of you guys have played pickleball. There's some courts at the high school. Okay, so it's a fun activity to do. Now the other serve, well, let's practice that a few times. So after you practice that pickleball serve, now we're going to do a badminton type serve. Now normally in badminton, the racket would be longer. That's okay. We're still going to practice with the shoe. So on that one, we're not going to have a step. We're going to have our opposite foot forward. We're going to hold it. Try to hold your sock ball in between your index finger and your thumb. It would be like a birdie, okay? Or you can use your middle finger and your thumb. So you're just holding it with 2 fingers. Bend at the waist. So now I'm leaning forward here, and you're going to get your elbow back. Okay, so my elbow's coming back, and I'm just going, this time I'm going to flick my wrist. So this is different than the previous one where we had a firm wrist and we swung. We're simply just going to use our wrist. Don't let your arm swing through like this. So watch my arm. I'm flicking my wrist, head back down, okay? And I just contact the ball directly out of my hand. See how this arm didn't swing forward? If that arm swings forward, that's going to be a problem. So if you have a badminton net at home, you can practice this. We're probably running out of time for the sake of class. This is what I want you guys to do. Make sure you have your videos of your underhand serve and your overhand serve in Flipgrid if you haven't completed those. Now, if you have and you want to go for exceeding option, you can demonstrate also serving with an implement 4 times doing a pickleball type serve and 4 times doing a badminton type serve. So if you wanted to do extra, you have to, but the serving with an implement are not mandatory. You will not see a new flip grid. You can just add to the previous flip grid of the overhand and underhand striking. Okay, if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. Hopefully you're getting better at your serving and your ball is getting, remember, if you have a actual volleyball, you can use that on your video. You don't have to use this type of ball. All right, have a great day.